times I wrote my remarks because it's something so dear to my heart that I can go on and on and on and will go beyond the time that it's allotted to me. I bring you greetings as part of the 3.6 million Puerto Ricans who are prisoners, but are prisoners within the criminal walls of U.S. colonialism in Puerto Rico, Vieques, and Culebra. Vieques and Culebra are part of Puerto Rico, the nation. It's 3 islands. And also, I am part of the 5 million, not 3.6 million, but 5 million Puerto Ricans forced into the diaspora in this country. And we stand with the MOVE family, and I feel I'm not just a supporter of MOVE, I feel I'm from the extended family of MOVE. And we stand with the MOVE family to demand freedom, and in Spanish is libertad. I would like you to repeat with me the name libertad, the palabra libertad, and I'm going to call on the names of the MOVE who are in prison, and please say libertad after them. So, Debbie, libertad. Libertad. Janet, libertad. Janine, libertad. William, libertad. Delbert, libertad. Mike, libertad. Edward, libertad. And in the memory of Phil and Merle Africa, presente, this is presentes, they are freedom. And just as our brothers and sisters from MOVE are in prison for being a family, the MOVE family, Oscar Lopez Rivera is in prison for being a Puerto Rican patriot who just wants independence for our nation. Just as black and brown youth are killed by police for being who they are, black or brown. Condemned for who you are and what you believe, not for what you do. And to talk about Oscar Lopez Rivera is to talk about my home, my Puerto Rico, because Oscar is Puerto Rico. His case is the case of my country. It is about colonialism. That is why he was sentenced to 70 years in prison for quote-unquote seditious conspiracy. And this is the same charge that was leveled against Mandela. And isn't it contradictory that Obama just visited Mandela's jail and he was so moved, and the conditions that Mandela had to survive while in prison, and he has so many political prisoners right here, including Mumia, including the MOVE, including Leonard Bertier, including Oscar, and I just want, and this is beyond that, but it's, sometimes we talk about, the conditions, the horrible conditions that they endure in prison. And sometimes we see like the most obvious, the physical neglect, the physical conditions, but sometimes there are other insidious torture. And one example is Oscar. He's given a 2-inch pencil. 2-inch pencil so he can write. So you can imagine if he who likes writing a lot has to write all the time with a 2-inch pencil. Isn't that torture? It's not a big deal, it seems, but that's what day by day. And by the way, Oscar is called, talking about Mandela, Oscar is called in Latin America the Latin American Mandela, the Mandela of Latin America. But we need to free Oscar now. We need to free all political prisoners. But in this case, why do I say that we need to free Oscar now? It is urgent, the fight for independence in Puerto Rico. At this moment, I think probably by the media that Puerto Rico as a nation is in danger. I don't know if you've heard like the reports of Wall Street and the bondholders that want to squeeze the last cent of Puerto Rico. And that is not the only danger, that they are trying to squeeze the last cent and the blood of Puerto Rican masses. And that is to pay for the humongous $73 billion debt that the government owes, the government, not the people. And this is 4 times the debt that Detroit had, which was able to file for bankruptcy. Puerto Rico, because the United States drafted our Constitution, we cannot have the right to declare bankruptcy. So we're obliged to pay from I don't know where, because not, okay? They are going to what they call the actives. They want to keep our beaches, our forests, everything. That's how they want. And so instead, the solution that they say is to lay more public workers, privatize the few remaining public agencies like the energy agency, like water, highways, destroy unions so that the workers cannot fight back, deny education for the youth. That means closing 500 schools and increasing the tuition of the public university, which right now is very affordable for youth, poor youth in Puerto Rico. Also deny health care, particularly older citizens. They are now imposing an 11% cut of Medicare. And compañeras, I could go on, but I just wanted to tell you the number of people who are migrating to this country in desperation, forced to migrate. 3,000 Puerto Ricans migrate to this country every month. Every month. And they are between the ages of 24 years and 45 years. Those are the productive years, and not only productive, but also reproductive. That means that we're losing not only the generation now, but the future generation. The Puerto Rican population in the island is disappearing. And as the nation as such is disappearing, that is the danger that I was referring before. We're being replaced instead by white billionaire men from the United States who get a free ride to the island. And there is a new law in Puerto Rico that millionaires who move into Puerto Rico to live and have their residency there, they are living in a fiscal paradise. They don't have to pay any taxes. So they are buying our best and most beautiful lands. And this while the Puerto Rican masses day by day submerge in the most terrible misery. And this is why I'm saying we need to free Oscar now, to join the struggle for independence and sovereignty, and for the survival, the mere survival of us as a Puerto Rican nation. So free the Move 9, free Mumia, free Leona Peltier, free Oscar.